everybody, today I'm going to tell you about the story of Dante's Inferno, as well as a description of the 9 layers of hell that he talks about in the story. It's wild to me that this story isn't as covered as you think it would be. Because, between the different layers of hell and stuff like the 7 deadly sins, it's one of the most referenced pieces of media ever. See, Dante's Inferno is a part of a greater work known as the Divine Comedy. The Divine Comedy contains 3 parts: Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso, which line up with hell, purgatory, and heaven, respectively. Although Inferno's the one everyone remembers because it's the one with the creepy demons and the suffering and all that stuff. To understand Dante's Inferno, I need to give you a brief description of Dante himself. Dante Alighieri was born somewhere around the time of 1265 in what is now Italy. Dante became a poet and became particularly fascinated with old ideas of both Greece and Rome. Without getting in too much detail, because both you probably don't care and I don't think I really understand it as well as I like to think I might, Dante was alive during the time of the Holy Roman Empire, which, making it very, very simplified and dumbed down, there was the Pope and then an emperor, and the 2 were having fights back and forth over which one should maintain power. Dante was a very devout and firm Catholic, so he sided with the Pope, and whenever he lost a particular battle, he was banished from his home city. See, this was before Italy became a nation, so the way that it worked is people were much more tied to cities than they were their own country, and Dante himself was from the city of Florence. So Dante was exiled from Florence and pretty much lived off the graces of those who enjoyed his poetry, and it was during this time of exile, around the year 1317, that he published the Divine Comedy. The original title of this book was just The Comedy. See, the word comedy is very different now than it was at the time of his writing this, or in the historical connotation. Comedy was a story that followed a natural order. In other words, bad things happen to the bad people, good things happen to the good people, and we can all feel good about it. So originally the title of this story was just The Comedy, or in other words, this is going to be a long story, and everyone's going to turn out the way that you think they should probably turn out. So he brought the comedy to one of his friends who was also a poet, and after reading it, his friend said it was so marvelous that he should rename it The Divine Comedy, which, talk about hyping your boy up. Now, something I need to make very clear here moving forward with this. A lot on the channel I talk about things that are serious inside of the idea of Christianity, or in other words, things that actual Christians believe are in the Bible. This is not that. You see, Dante, who really liked Greek and Roman mythology, took a bunch of characters and inspiration from those stories, and then just threw them together with Christianity.
Just going into the comment board, and what it says is a comment that this brother, Benyamin, but it's Benjamin, but he said Yamin. He left a comment on a video that I did the other day that I got off the elder brother Karata Zaba from out of Baltimore video. And he left a comment here. You see what it says? I love my GMS Akim brethren, but doubling down on this no hell doctrine will expose y'all for not making sense. See, now he's talking about, those who we follow, who we subscribe to, the doctrine of Yahweh Shem Shah that get passed down to the rest of the brethren and those of us that's of the affiliation, the affiliate brothers, those of us that received the true doctrine of Yahweh Shem Shah that got passed down from the elders and apostles, men of great millstone, right? And look what he say. I love my GMS Akim, but doubling down on this no hell doctrine will expose y'all for not making sense. What are you talking about? This guy really believes in a place of torment. What you think, what this brother think, what you think we've been going through? What you think we've been going through, bro? We've been going through pure hell. In the place of our captivity, it's been pure hell for us. And I'm going to go into a few scriptures just to show that the place of our captivity, this is hell. And when these Edomites go into their captivity, when they be recompensed by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and us, the Israelites, they're going to go into their hell. It's two things. Hell is a condition of suffering on earth and the grave. Let's get straight into it. Let me start off by saying all honor, praise, and glory goes to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah, HaKwadash. And double honors to the elders and apostles, the men of great millstone, and to the rest of the brothers on down that's teaching and preaching the true doctrine of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, Shalom Bayata Davida. And to Zakim and Akwat that's out to repent, Shalom to you, Mashpaka, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who fathers go, and also to the speckled bird of our people that might be among those other nations, the other heathen nations. See, but shalom to you, you know, who people might go back to one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob, Yasha'Allah. Shalom to you, Mashpachah. This Shahakarab coming at you with a quick one. And you see where we going in, but we gonna get straight into it. But you saw the little clip that I had put on in the first, pertaining to that Dante's Inferno. And I just got that little clip to show you because on those plantations with our people, what you think they was taught? That's what they was taught. They was taught that Dante Alighieri garbage. That's what they was taught by these Edomites. Because why? Our people wasn't reading the scriptures. You wasn't reading the scriptures. So everything that you was told, you wasn't actually reading the scriptures and getting these things out of the scriptures. You was told these things by the Edomites. And what was they was doing? You heard what the little Edomite said in the beginning. He's in that little first clip I showed that pertains to Dante's Inferno. What did he say? That Dante Alighieri, he took Greek and Roman mythology, and he combined the characters together, and then he also incorporated it into some, Christianity, if you will. I don't like using that word. That's why it'd be hard for me to say that, but hey, that's what he did. He tried to incorporate those things with what the scripture is saying, pertaining to hell. And every time the scripture was speaking about the word the hell, it was either talking about the grave or a place of torment. And then you got an instance where it mentioned pertaining to hell as fire, and that was a place in our land where we burnt trash and dead animals and stuff. It was never talking about some realm or some place under the ground where you go and your spirit go burn for all eternity. That stuff was taught to our people on those plantations, and your fathers and your mothers and your grandfathers and grandmothers and all them, and they taught that to you. Those of our people that was fearful of these Edomites, those things that was taught to them, they pass it down to the next generation. So that you would be obedient to these devils. Any of our people always said, you gonna go to hell, you gonna go to hell. They never read that out of the scriptures. Let's grab a few scriptures right quick, right? Let's get that one in what's that, Job in the 2nd chapter? Let's grab that real quick. What's like it, Jonah, the 2nd chapter, I think. Slakia. Jonah, chapter 2. Now what it says right here. Jonah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Then Jonah cried unto the Lord, his power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, out of the fish's belly, and said, I cried by reason of my affliction. Listen closely. I cried by reason of my affliction unto Yahweh, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I. So where was he being afflicted? He was in the belly of the motherfucking whale. So that was a what? He was faced with death right there. So hell in this instance is referred to death. See, and it says what? And I cried, Slakia, and said, I cried by my affliction unto Yahweh, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried and thou heardest my voice. And it says what? For thou hast cast me into the deep, into the midst of the seas, and the floods compassed me about, and all my billows, and it's like all thy billows and thy waves compassed me over. So he was faced with death right there. See, so that's what that hell was talking about, right? Let's punch it up. Well, you got it right here. Right there, which is Sha'awal. But let's go down to it. And they would say Sheol, but it's Sha'awal. Let's click it. It says Sheol, underworld, grave, hell, and pit. And that's just what it is. Grave, hell, pit. So it's the grave. And it says the underworld, which is what? The grave. Sheol, the Old Testament designation for the abode of the dead. And where do the dead abode? In the grave. See? That's what it's talking about. You don't even have to go into a deep thing of trying to grab scriptures and not understanding the parables of stuff like that. And then you go into that and then you wind up being deceived because you thinking that you got that Dante's Inferno garbage in your head. Right? But it says place of no return, meaning the grave. See? Now they going off when they put down here, it says wicked sent there for punishment. Yeah, the grave. And then it says righteous not abandoned to it. No, the wicked and the righteous go to the grave. See? And it says what right here? Of the place of exile. What is exile? Captivity. Figuratively speaking. So a place of exile, meaning that's also can be referred to as hell. Because why? It's a condition on earth. See? And our hell, the Israelites' hell was us being in exile, in captivity. See? So you literally have the place of the grave, which is hell, the dead, the grave, and then you got a place of torment, of affliction, of suffering on earth that can be considered as your hell. See? Now let's go here real quick. Let's go to Isaiah. Going into a place of captivity. Isaiah 5, and let's grab verse 14. Now I started 13. What it says, therefore my people are gone into captivity. What? My people are gone into captivity, exile. Matter of fact, let me grab that before I finish reading it. Right? Let's grab that. Captivity, right? Galah. And it says what? To uncover, remove, to remove, depart. To what? For captivity. Prove my point. It says what? Captivity. To go into exile. You see that? So let's go back to the text. Right? So it says what? Isaiah 5 and 13. Therefore, my people are gone into captivity, exile, or figuratively speaking, hell. They are going into hell. And what? Because they have no knowledge. And then this is talking about a condition on earth. Right? And it says because they have no knowledge. And their honor men are famished. And their multitude dried up with thirst. Therefore, hell had enlarged herself and opened her mouth without measure. And their glory, and their multitude, and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it. You see that? See? So what hell was that talking about pertaining to this? It's talking about your exile, your captivity. And what happened to our people when we was here in captivity? Wasn't your ass put to death by these devils in the place of your captivity? That was the hell we was going through. Being hung on trees. That was the hell we was going through. Being burnt in the middle of the street, and these Edomites was picnicking and sitting around you watching your body burn. That was hell right there. Having your kids tied to swamp trees and fed to alligators, pigs, and wild dogs. That was hell for us. And when you fast forward to nowadays, hey, these motherfuckers might hang you and then say you committed suicide. Or they might shoot you down. You take off running for no particular reason, and then they just put a bunch of bullets in your back and just kill you for no particular reason. That's still hell that we've been going through. See? It's just that simple. Let's grab this one real quick. The scriptures ain't talking about no place where you go burn for all eternity. Man, that's a garbage. And any Israelites that's telling you that they going off and they gonna receive the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua for leading his flock astray. Habakkuk 2 and verse 5, what it says, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlarged his desire as hell. What? Who do what? Who enlarged his desire as hell and is as death. You see that? And what? And cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all nations, heap unto him all people. The point I'm on is for this hell. You already know what it's talking about. He says he enlarged his desire as hell and is as death. So when you go click onto the hell again, it's going to say the same thing. Sha'awal. Let's find it. Right? Right here. Slakia. 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 You see it right there. Sha'awal. See? You see? Let's go down to it. Same thing. Right? Largest desire as hell. You see what it says? It's talking about the grave, right? Death. Right? Grave. Now, let's grab here. Let's go to this one before I finish up, because it's just a quick hit. Let's go to Revelations. Where is that at? Sixth chapter. Let's see. Revelations. Matter of fact, what is that? 6 and 8. Is that what I wanted? Yeah. Revelation 6 and verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given. What followed with him? Death. That's what the hell is. It's death and in the grave, or a condition on earth which goes into what? Suffering, a place of affliction, suffering. See? On earth. This is what the judgment is executed at, on the surface of the earth. Not in the grave, where you go suffer. No, but once you're in the grave, you're at rest. The body's at rest. Once your spirit goes back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you are at rest. See? You come back here, is the place of the earth is when you're not at rest. It's always something down here. See? But you see what it said right there for hell. Now let's go get this other one, and we'll end it off. Right? What was that at? Well, I could have used that one. I could have used that. But let's go get that other one. Right? For hell. What was that? Was that Matthew 15? But we could have used that. We could use that though. We could use this one. Go into it. Right? Let's go into it. Hell. Right? We can use this one here. And let's see what it's going to say. Right? 80s. Right? Meaning what? Talking about the grave. And it says what? Name 80s or Pluto. Garbage. The god of the Lord Regis. Orcus, all that's nonsense right there. It says latter use of this world. The grave. Death. Hell. So that word Hades, which they say Hades, it just means the grave, death, and hell. Same thing is said in the Old Testament pertaining to Sheol or Sha'awal. See, it just meant the grave. That's it. That's all it meant. You see what it says right here. Or place, state of departed souls, meaning your body, your soul departed from your body goes to the grave, your soul goes back into Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, who gave it. See? Period. Right? Now let's get this other one real quick. Let's get this other one. Real quick, Salakia. Right? Let me see. Where you at, baby? Where you at? Yeah, we're going to use that one right here. Well, actually, it was 30. We use this one. Right? Matthew 5:29 and 30. It says what? Matthew 5:29 and 30. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. What is it talking about right here? It's talking about it's better for you not to do these wicked things than to be taken out, being killed, and put in the grave. Verse 30. And if thy right hand offend thee, meaning by the things you do, cut it off. I mean, don't literally mean cut it off. It just means don't do the things that you would do. Those wicked things that you want to do. Don't do it. And cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. Let's grab this hell. Let's see what it's talking about. Right, let's go down. You see what it says right there. Gehenna. Right? So you got the word Sheol or Sha'awal for what? For the grave. And then you got another word for hell, which is Hades, which is the grave. Or captivity, meaning exile, being in captivity, or being in affliction, going through suffering on earth. Then you got here, Gehenna. And it says what? Hell is the place of the future punishment called Gehenna. Meaning what? The future punishment of what? The fire that's going to come to Babylon the Great. Right? That's why you got the lake of fire. And the lake of fire is what? Certain places on the earth that's going to be burning from them ICBM missiles. Right? And the fire that Yahweh is going to bring also when Yahweh shall come by executing his judgment upon certain their military and their certain lands. That you will be shooting fire out the chariots. But what it says right here, and it's literally scriptures that you can go to that's going to show that. Matter of fact, let's do it real quick. Let's show that. That he's going to be shooting fire out of the chariots. Right? Let's grab that. Let's go here. Let's grab it. 2 Thessalonians 1. Right? Go down to verse 7. And what it says. And to you who are troubled, rest with us, when the Lord Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not Yahweh, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord of Yahushua Mashiach. You see that? Who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. But you see the point. It says what? He's coming with? In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not Yahweh. You see that? So he gonna be zapping motherfuckers. Their fire gonna come there too. See? And that's the same thing when you go into 2nd Esdras, 2nd Esdras 13th chapter. He gonna burn every last one of them up. When Job said he was fearful at that sight that he said that vision that he was shown. See, but let's go back to it though, right? Matthew 30. Let's get back into that hell right quick. You know what it's talking about, right? And let's finish it up. Gehenna, and it says what? Hell is the place of the future punishment called Gehenna or Gehenna of fire. And it says what? This was originally the valley of Hinnom, south in Jerusalem, meaning in the land of Judah, where the filth and dead animals of the city were cast out and burned. A fit symbol of the wicked and their future destruction. And what is their future destruction? Fire. They're going to be burnt on the surface of the earth. See? So this is what you will call hell. That's it. It ain't no place where you will go and burn for all eternity. Let's go here. 1 Samuel. We're going to grab this to show, where do the wicked go? Do the wicked go underground and burn for all eternity? Or do the wicked go back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua? Let's show these few points and end it off. We're going to go up and read a little bit. 1 Samuel 28. And, well, I'm going to come down to the point. I'm going to start here. Right? I'm going to start at 12. Because this is about Samuel being disobedient to the Most High command. And he wasn't dealing with him no more. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua wasn't dealing with him no more. Because he was being wicked. And then he went and first he disobeyed the commandments of the Most High the first time by not doing what he supposed to did. Second, by taking the Edomites out. And then secondly, he disobeyed the Most High commandments by doing what? By going into and seeking after a witch when the Most High wasn't dealing with him no more. Right? So you see what it says in the scripture pertaining to a witch, that they supposed to be put to death. And you that go and seek unto them, you supposed to receive the same. See? But let's read it. 1 Samuel 28 and 12. And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice. And the woman spake to Saul, saying, Why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul. And the king said unto her, Be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out of the earth. And he said unto her, What form is he of? And she said, An old man coming up, and he is covered with a mantle, meaning a garment. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel. And he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself. And Samuel said to Saul, Why hast thou disquieted me? Why? Because he was he was up there with the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and he was at rest. Right? The body go to the grave, it's at rest. Your spirit go back to the heavens with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and it's at rest. Right? To bring me up. And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make war against me, and Yahweh is departed from me, and answereth me no more, neither by prophets, nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I should do. Then said Samuel, Wherefore dost thou ask of me, seeing the Lord Yahweh is departed from thee, and is become thy enemy? And the Lord Yahweh had done to him as he spake by me, for the Lord Yahweh had rent the kingdom out of thy hand, and given it to thy neighbor, even to David, because thou obeyest not the voice of Yahweh, nor executed his fierce wrath upon Amalek. Therefore had the Lord done this thing unto thee this day. Moreover, the Lord will also deliver Israel with thee into the hand of the Philistines. And tomorrow shalt thou and thy sons be with me. The Lord Yahweh also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hand of the Philistines. But what did he tell them right here? He says, for tomorrow thou and thy sons shall be with me. Now, where was Samuel at? He was a prophet of the Most High. He was an obedient servant to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Where was he at? Saul was a disobedient servant to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But Samuel told him, he said what? That you're going to be with me. You and your sons are going to be with me. Where was Samuel at? He was in the heavens with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. See? So the wicked and the righteous goes there. See? Let's show this real quick. Let's go grab this real quick. Matthew 27. And we go get to the point, and it says what? This is talking about when Mashiach was crucified, right? And you got the two brothers that was crucified, one on one side and one on the other side. They were wicked. See? And let's read this. Matthew 27:38. Then were there two thieves crucified with him, one on the right hand and another on the left. And they that passed by railed him, wagging their heads, and saying, that thou destroyest the temple and buildest it in 3 days, save thyself, if thou be the Son of Yahweh, come down from the cross. Likewise also the chief priests mocking him with the scribes and elders. And he saved others, himself he cannot save. If he be the king of Yasharala, let him come down from the cross, wicked ass fucking niggas. Come down from the cross, and we will believe him. Punk ass motherfuckers. He trusted in Yahweh. Let him deliver him now, if he will have him, for he said, I am the Son of Yahweh. The thieves also, which were crucified with him, cast the same in their teeth. You see that? But let's go here to Luke 23. Right? Now, first let me grab this. And what it says in Isaiah 53, now it says what? That Mashiach was crucified with what? With these individuals that they was transgressors. See, they was being wicked as hell. Fuck, they was living a life of being thieves and just wicked ass Israelite men. See? Now, what did it say pertaining to Yahushua? What it says right here, verse 12. It says, therefore, Isaiah 53:12. Therefore, will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he had poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sin of many and made intercession for the transgressors. But what does it say right here? Mashiach was numbered with the transgressors. You see that? See? Also in verse 8, Isaiah 53:8, he was taken from prison and from judgment, and who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living, for the transgressors of my people which was he stricken. And it says what? Verse 9. And he made his grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Now what it says, he made his grave with the wicked, meaning those two wicked ass brothers. So I'm just reading this to show those Israelites was wicked right there. See? Now let's go find out what Mashiach said to these wicked Israelites right here when they died. Right? Luke 23. And I'm going to start at 39 and end it off. Luke 23:39. And one of the malefactors which were hanged railed on him, saying, If thou be Hamashiach, save thyself and us. But the other answered, rebuked him, saying, Do not thou fear Yahweh, seeing thou art in the same condemnation? And we indeed justly, what he said, we indeed justly. He said, man, we deserve this judgment. But what? For we received the due reward of our deeds. But this man had done nothing amiss. And he said unto Yahushua, Lord, remember me when thou comest into thy kingdom. And Yahushua said unto him, Verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise. You see that? These individuals were wicked right here. Did Yahushua tell them, did Samuel tell Saul he was going to hell and burn for all eternity because he was wicked? Did Yahushua just tell these Israelite brothers, because they was wicked, that they was going to go to hell and burn for all eternity? Did he tell them that? No, he said paradise. Paradise ain't no place where you going to be tormented. See? Let's go into this paradise and end it off. Right? So our people got to get the correct understanding of the scriptures, man, and stop following on to these damn fables that these Edomites done created for your asses. Because all that stuff you was taught, that was come from the plantation, man, to instill fear in our people. And they inserted that Dante's Inferno garbage and try to insert it into the scriptures. See? To keep you Israelites fearful of them. See? So that you wouldn't rebel. See? But let's read this. And I'm going to come down here to verse 3. Because all the other, I ain't getting, just getting to the point. Number 3 right here. Paradiosis, or whatever it says. It says, the part of Hades which was taught by the latter Judites to be the abode of the souls of pious until the resurrection. But what? But some understood this to be a heavenly paradise. See? Meaning, Yahushua said, you gonna be with me in paradise. I was talking about going back up to the Most High, where Samuel and Saul and the rest of the Israelites is at, and the rest of the people is at. Everybody go there, man. The earth is where you go through your judgment at, your torment, your place of suffering. Not in no damn underground realm where it's fire and you burn it for all eternity. See? So I just wanted to show those two. Show those little quick points on, you got wicked Israelites. Where they go? They went back to paradise. You went back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Until you can get your judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And when you come back, you live out that judgment. See? So our people don't get it. So individuals talking about they gonna double down on the hell doctrine. You better leave that stuff alone, man. For you be further bugged out. And I'm going to end it off there. All praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Shem Yahushua Hashem Rakha HaKodash. Shalom Yasharallah.